The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS.
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe out the bill.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
And good morning to you. Welcome back to the Wake Up Crew. It's Thursday, April 16th, episode 1890. And on this date, a woman once survived a fall from 33,000 feet without a parachute and lived to tell about it. 33,000 feet, that's almost, I don't know how she could have lived, but, you know, some people are lucky, I guess.
Maybe she fell on a whoopee cushion.
Well, that could have possibly been. Maybe she had a whoopee cushion with her.
Could have.
I don't know, but it's really strange. We're fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. From the German chocolate to the 777, 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee is serving up the best blends in the mid-state. Visit the team in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne now to find your new favorite. I was going around town. What?
33,000 feet is 6.25 miles.
Yeah, how do you live that? How do you live from that?
I would have had a heart attack and died on the way down
Yeah.
myself, I think.
That's just kind of crazy.
Okay.
I thought you were excited about 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
Oh, well, I'm always excited about them.
You know, have you ever just driven around? Do you ever get in a mood just to drive around town?
I did that last Sunday a little bit.
You know, I like to do that occasionally just to see what's opening up. And, you know, everybody talks about Seasons 2, the restaurant, the bar and restaurant. Well, I found out that it's really close to my house. And then I found out where Joni's is. I didn't know where Joni's was. And then some of them have.
Not the one on the square.
No.
Okay.
This is out by me.
Okay.
It's on St. Andrews Drive. And I didn't know there was one there, but there is.
I think that used to be the Red Bicycle or
Yes,
something
it is.
back
Yes,
in
it
the
was.
day.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've eaten there.
but Seasons 2 is supposed to have a great food, but I just haven't had the guts to go in there yet. It doesn't. It says Seasons 2 Bar and Grill, and that reminds me of like hamburgers, and I think they do have hamburgers, but I think they also serve home cooked meals as well, or something like that to that effect.
I have.
And where's Seasons 1? Where's it at?
Well, that was Seasons used to be in the Holiday Inn on Old Fort Parkway.
Right.
I think. I'm pretty sure. And then, so that is no longer there. I think maybe they were open around the same time at times.
So maybe Season 2 is the only one existing now.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure
Yeah.
that is right. So burgers, sandwiches, chicken tenders, all that good stuff. They do have all of that.
Okay. Well, I heard it's really good.
I think I've had ordered from there once before.
So you're
got
really
good catfish,
You're
I
really
think.
into all that. You know, I wish I were a little bit more inclined to do that, but I haven't gotten up to moon, and nor do I have probably the money. I don't know how expensive is it. What does it cost you to?
Well, I'm telling you, by the time you throw out half of the things you buy at the grocery store, like I
Yeah.
do, it's not that much more. Or
Well, I guess
maybe
by the
save
time you
some.
drive to pick it up, especially now,
right?
you spend more gas just to go pick it up. So
Well, and you decide, oh, it's 7:00, I'm hungry, and look, and there's nothing really there, but in 30, 45 minutes, you can have it at your door.
right.
It's worth the $6 that you tip, or $5 that you tip to have them drive it there.
Yeah.
Could you drive for $5 across town?
Well, yeah. If
get
it's
it.
across town, you couldn't. You know.
You know, and so that's kind of my thinking.
So
And
you call them up, and you
you just order it right from your phone.
okay.
You say, I want this or that, and make your order, check out.
So you give them your credit card number, that kind of
It's
thing.
all
on the phone?
within the app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you use an app, really, actually.
It's the Uber Eats app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Then there are others. There's Postmates. There's Grubhub. There are a lot of
Well,
them
I'm
now.
going to give you an assignment today that we're going to talk about. We're going to tell people how to get an app, how to put an app on your phone, all that. It's going to be instructional today because there are people somewhat like me. I can do some of it. But, how do you find Spotify and find a podcast? How do you find a podcast?
Do you want me to help you download the Uber Eats app on your phone?
No, you can do that. I mean, not live. I'm talking about what I want you to do is tell you how do you find a podcast that you want, okay? Just pretend it's not me. You're doing it for public service. We'll be back.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine for today. Showers and storms in the area. Highs top out near 82 degrees. Winds west southwesterly 5 to 15 miles per hour. Higher gusts possible. Tonight, any showers and storms and early, otherwise partly cloudy skies, diminishing winds. Lows drop to 59. And then sunshine with highs in the upper 80s on Friday. I'm Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 68.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
Shopping at the Restore. Every day is Earth Day at the Habitat Restore.
We keep tons of material out of the landfill.
Hey, call us at the Habitat Restore about your donated items may need to be recycled.
You have lights?
We take it.
How about gently used furniture?
We take it.
How about kitchen cabinets?
We take it.
The only thing we don't take is mattresses, box springs, and clothing.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Fresh cut greens and oven warm bread. Jars of sweet jam will be red. Good food, good folks. Flavors that shine from winter's chill to spring sunshine. Rutherford County Market at Lane Agri Park.
Local farmers with local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market every Friday through April.
You'll find it there from frost to boundless seas and sing. We're winter tough and welcoming spring. So bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
At the Lane Agri Park in Murfreesboro.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Don't forget about our Monday through Friday lunch specials. They're only $6.99. Slide by and you can even pick them up to go.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. My family, all our employees, thank you for over 40 great years in Murfreesboro and going on 23 years in Smyrna.
Toots.
Big thanks from Toots to you.
Hi, this is Jack Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated. From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Martin Weiss.
The Philadelphia 76ers will be the 7th seed in the East after beating the Orlando Magic 109-97. 4 players for Philadelphia had 15 or more points, led by Tyrese Maxey's 31. Only 2 had that match for Orlando. Paolo Banchero had 18. Desmond Bane had 34. Orlando will play a home game against Charlotte to determine the 8th seed. LaMelo Ball has been assigned a flagrant 2 foul and has been fined $35,000 for unnecessary and reckless contact with Bam Adebayo. He was also fined $25,000 for using profanity in his post-game interview. The Warriors knocked down the Clippers out of the postseason with a 126-121 win. Steph Curry, 35 points in 36 minutes. Kristaps Porzingis added 20. Golden State plays Phoenix on Friday for the 8th seed. And Shohei Ohtani's scoreless inning streak snapped at 32 2/3 innings as the Dodgers beat the Mets 8-1. I'm Martin Weiss.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
The Wake Up Crew, powered today by Middle Tennessee Electric. Don't miss the 25th annual Rutherford County Earth Day celebration on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Don't forget, that's just 2 days away. It's April 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the square. MTE will be providing free hot dogs and popcorn, plus the electric griddle food truck will be serving up free gourmet grilled cheese. Enjoy free food and fun on April 18th. Details at rcearthday.com. Just 2 days away. Well, yeah, we'll see. Today's the 16th. So 2 days away. You looking forward to that?
I am.
Yeah, it's always a fun time on the square or off the square, on the square, somewhere down there.
Uptown Square, Downtown Square, whatever you want to call it. It's the square.
We're getting close to having Friday night, fun or whatever they call it. What is it? What are they doing?
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights. We're getting real close to that.
Definitely.
Getting close to Farmers Market opening up too. I think they open the 1st of May, don't they?
Friday Night Live, first one is June 5th.
Okay. May, I think Farmers Market opens in May, I think.
The Farmers Market will run May 2nd through October 31st.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, 8 to noon.
And on Tuesdays, they have it at off of...
Well, Tuesday and Friday, that's kind of a little different farmers market, but that's the one at the Lane Agri Park.
Right.
Interestingly enough, the market is full for the entire year, the downtown market, in terms of vendors.
Wow.
They've already filled up on vendors.
Really?
For the farmers market on the square.
I'm going to bring you some tomatoes if Samantha can get them to grow.
Man, I love tomatoes.
We've got planters, boxes everywhere in the back. Two big ones and some lined up on the patio, down by the patio.
Nothing like a homegrown tomato.
No. She does it right. But I told her, I said, there's no guarantee with tomatoes.
There's never a guarantee.
No. I mean, you just happen to be lucky. And
I had them really, really great one year. And then the next year, the only plant was a plant that I didn't even plant.
Yeah.
Grew up around the HVAC unit.
I mean, yeah, it's weird. Gina Doverspike is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for her efforts in promoting the mental well-being of the community. Gina's going to get a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. And today's Good Neighbor salute comes from SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they're all about celebrating the people who pour their strength back into our community. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to mention it takes people like you out there to get in those Good Neighbor nominations. So you can do that by texting neighbor to 615-893-1450 or just go to WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor. It's the day of the mushroom today. It's also International Pizza Pie Day.
All right, 624 on the crew.
The residents at Stones River Manor love the activities and the environment.
They have everything. They have exercise class. The activity center has the Bible study that I like very much. Everyone is so friendly. They really want to make you happy here.
Stones River Manor, serving the community since 1977.
And you have the little thing around your neck that you can press a button if you need help right away. I feel very safe here.
Stones River Manor in Murfreesboro, near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Smith, candidate for School Board Zone 4. I believe parents are the primary authority in their children's lives. On the board, I'll be your advocate, ensuring transparency, respecting your values, and putting our students first. Let's work together to make our schools the best they can be. I'm Clarissa Smith, humbly asking you for your vote for School Board Zone 4.
Paid for by Friends of Clarissa Smith, School Board Zone 4. Clarissa Smith, Treasurer.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. If you missed the deadline to file your taxes yesterday, there's good news. The deadline has been extended for the entire state. The IRS announced on Wednesday that Tennesseans now have until June 8th to file their individual and business tax returns. Originally, they had extended the filing date to May 22nd and only for select counties affected by January's ice storm. This new extension now includes all 95 Tennessee counties. Well, a former La Follette police officer is facing charges for throwing a homemade explosive device at someone back in 2024. That's according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Special agents with the TBI say Isaiah Lloyd unlawfully entered a property in January of 24 without identifying himself while still employed by the police department. When he was confronted, they say he threw a homemade explosive device at the property owner. The Campbell County Grand Jury has indicted Lloyd with official misconduct and coercion of a witness. More news in 30 seconds.
At Wheelchairs for Warriors, serving America's heroes is our mission. With your support, we serve veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty across the United States of America, providing them custom-fit, complex rehab mobility solutions to ensure they rejoin their lives at the highest level of independent mobility and function possible. Join the mission at wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
In Memphis, a woman hired to watch 2 dogs for 5 days is accused of stealing bags filled with the homeowner's clothing and other belongings and then selling them online. Tiffany Little was charged with theft of property between $2,500 and $10,000 after the items were reported missing last month. The homeowner said Little was caught on their Ring camera leaving the house with 34 bags believed to be holding those stolen items. He said that 114 items listed on her Poshmark page for sale belonged to his family. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Coming up, we've got Good Neighbor events, and we're going to also have another check of the forecast, and we'll be looking at traffic for the first time. And later on, the entertainment report with Matt Wolf. Yes, sir, Bob. And you don't forget you can listen to us on FM 101.9, 100.5, or AM 1450. And on Big G TV, you can watch us there on various platforms like YouTube and Facebook. And you can stream anytime, anywhere with one link at WGNSradio.com/live. Now, we're going to go in depth and some information here, how to find a podcast that you would like to watch, how to Uber Eats, and we don't have a 13 or 14-year-old to show us how, but we do have Brian Barrett. Now, if Dalton were here, the reason I didn't do it with Dalton being with us because I felt like it would be contradictory.
Oh, really?
Not towards you. I'm talking about him. You know how he. He'll chime in. I might have given the assignment to you, but he will chime in and try to one-up you, So I thought it would be better just to keep this between you and me today.
I see.
All right. First of all, Uber Eats and how you would find that app and how do you get to that app and what do you do after you find that app, okay?
Well, apps start in the App Store.
The App Store, yes. Are you guys listening? Write notes. No, well, not if you're driving in your car. App Store.
So start in the App Store. So if there's an app that you want, whether it's to listen to a podcast or Uber Eats or whatever, start in the App Store. And there's a search bar at the very top as soon as you go into the App Store. And you would just search for, in this instance, Uber Eats.
Do you sign up? Do you sign up and all that, give information and that kind of thing with it too when you get there? With Uber Eats, they want your profile or whatever.
Once you go to the App Store and you find the app, you download the app to your phone, and then when you open the app, it's going to walk you through the process of signing up and that kind of thing.
Okay. You'll need a password, I would take it.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there are levels on Uber Eats, for instance, and these different things to where, you don't have to pay any membership or anything like that. There are membership benefits that you sign up for if you do like a monthly. I think mine's like $10 a month. And so anytime that I order, I don't have to pay those those membership fees on that order, for instance.
I got you.
And so what I found was if I ordered more than twice, I was probably spending maybe three times. I was spending more than that $10. Okay. And so then once you're in there, you will search up a restaurant that you want. If you're for Thai food or if you want pizza, you just search up and find where you want to order.
Now, when you look for the App Store, it might not be on your phone, but you can search and go, and they have a long list of like things, and App Stores usually with that. I don't know how you get to it, but I would if I had my phone here ready to do it. But you can find your App Store.
Correct.
What I'm saying. Okay, now the next thing. Let me think of a good podcast.
The Round Table.
Well, I was trying to keep it more, but okay. You want to get a podcast for the roundtable.
Well, the first thing you want to do is decide on which platform that you want to get said
YouTube,
podcast.
Facebook, whatever.
Sure.
Okay. So you go to WGNS.
Well, maybe it's Spotify or maybe it's Apple Music.
Okay.
If you have an iPhone, then you probably have a free year of Apple Music every time you get a new iPhone, for instance. So wherever you listen to various things, and your phone has a default, so whatever that one is.
Okay, so Amy Poehler has a podcast called Going Something or something. It's real popular.
Okay.
So you would go, and how do you know where they're going to be located, or are they just? Is it offered everywhere? I mean, like Spotify or
most podcasts will do those podcasts in multiple places. So it's called Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
Yes.
For instance, if you go to Apple Podcast and there's a search bar on every platform, there's a search bar. You would just search for, Good Hang with Amy Poehler, or just search for Amy Poehler and it'll show you the podcast that she's in.
Oh, okay. That would be probably the easiest thing, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you didn't know the name of it, for instance. But what I pulled it up on a website page here. So it shows Apple Podcast, it shows YouTube, it shows iHeart. So that and Spotify, those are the big players.
Okay.
So you would just find which platform that you're most interested in, or what you use a lot of. Now, I will tell you, like Spotify, YouTube, of course, and coming in the fall, Apple Podcast. If that podcast has video with it, on Apple Podcast, for instance, you would search up Amy Poehler's Good Time or whatever, and it would show you on that podcast, see video, or the video's there, and you can watch the podcast. It's the same as the audio.
Okay, so say we have a podcast on WGNS. How would you search for that?
Just search for WGNS on whatever podcast platform, and it's going to pull up Roundtable, Rutherford Issues, our games, all of that. And then you go into those podcasts. If that's one that you want to get notifications for and you want to know when there's a new podcast, you like it, and then it'll tell you each time, hey, there's a new podcast that just dropped.
Okay. Now, I hope that helps everybody. And, if you couldn't write it down, maybe you've got photographic memory. I don't know. But anyway, do the best you can.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine for today. Showers and storms in the area. Highs top out near 82 degrees. Winds west southwesterly 5 to 15 miles per hour. Higher gusts possible. Tonight, any showers and storms and early, otherwise partly cloudy skies, diminishing winds. Lows drop to 59. And then sunshine with highs in the upper 80s on Friday. I'm Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 68.
Good morning. Finally moving a lot better from that overnight wreck we had to deal with earlier in Rutherford County. 24 west here up by Sam Ridley. And now it's just that heavy traffic volume trying to get to Nashville. On 24, trying to get out of Rutherford County, going westbound on 24 again. Already a lot of heavy traffic up through there. Coming right out of Rutherford County into Davidson County through Antioch. Watch your speed this morning down I-40 in the Mount Juliet area. STR Towing and Recovery says call them 24/7 if you need their help. I'm Commander Chuck, you're on time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing, rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I've overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
Now, Good Neighbor Events. Here's Bart Walker.
The Rutherford County Heart Walk is this Saturday. The check-in is at 8 o'clock Saturday morning, and the walk begins at 9:30. That's at Murfreesboro Medical Clinic on Garrison Drive. Let's get behind the Heart Walk. You can register at rutherfordheartwalk.org. Again, the Heart Walk is this Saturday morning at Murfreesboro Medical Clinic. Thursday of next week, not this week, but next week, April 23rd, the Tennessee Philharmonic's final concert of the 44th season, Rhapsody in Red, White, and Blue, a celebration of 250 years of America. Get your tickets online now through the Tennessee Philharmonic Orchestra. Again, that's Thursday of next week, April 23rd, 7 o'clock at Bel Air Baptist Church. There's a free grief support group meeting every Wednesday morning at 10 over at the St. Clair Senior Center here in Murfreesboro. That's at 325 St. Clair Street in Murfreesboro. That's every Wednesday morning at 10. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Rise and shine. It's early voting time. Efficiency isn't just a goal, it's a requirement. I'm Melissa Harrell, and during my time as Circuit Court Clerk, we've cut the red tape and streamlined our services to better serve you. There's still more to do. I have the plan to get it done. Early voting now through April 30th, Election Day, May the 5th. I'm Melissa Harrell, and I'm asking for your vote.
Paid for by friends to elect Melissa Harrell, Doug Bodery, Treasurer.
McCabe Vision Center.
Everything in my left eye just looked like it was cloudy, foggy, had a skim over it. Looked like I was looking through real dirty glass, and I was having trouble driving. The lights glared, and it's absolutely gone.
He's the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
The eye surgery was a piece of cake. It was so simple, it was so easy, never felt a thing. Once it was over, able to walk right out.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you. That's RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, it's all on you. Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
It's the Wake Up Crew, ladies and gentlemen, and hope you're having a very good morning so far. And if you haven't gotten out of bed, it's probably about time, especially if you go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know how I get up every morning? I get up at 10 till 7 every morning. You know why?
Well, not every morning, but...
Oh, I'm talking about it's on weekends, yeah.
Yeah.
But every weekend morning, I have a little granddaughter that comes down and gets ice out of the refrigerator. And I guess I had my mind on spring break because it happened during spring break every morning. And they, because we missed a couple of days, but they... it just makes the biggest noise, and it's the closest to my room, my area. Mm-hmm. And I wake up every morning, any Sunday morning, Saturday morning, guarantee you. That's why I'm never I don't miss the coach's show. Anyway, enough about that. How about a little bit of joke here?
My friend Joe went on the Dolly Parton diet.
Really?
Yeah, it made Jolene.
Joke was good. I give it a 4. Music, yeah.
CBS News Brief. In a historic first, President Trump says Prime Minister Netanyahu and Lebanon's president may speak directly. a day after Mr. Trump insisted the Iran war may be over soon. CBS's Jared Hill.
The White House is signaling there could be another round of peace talks soon. For now, the U.S. Navy is keeping up the pressure by blocking ships traveling to and from Iran in the Strait of Hormuz.
Destructive storms slammed the Midwest for a third day. Sarah Windall says her home was moved by an EF1 twister in Waterford, Wisconsin.
We noticed that our garage had shifted, so the foundation was pushed from the wind and cracked.
Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor has apologized to fellow Justice Brett Kavanaugh. CBS's Michael Wallace.
While speaking at the University of Kansas School of Law, she mentioned how Kavanaugh wrote in favor of lifting limits on immigration raids in Los Angeles last year. She said Kavanaugh, quote, probably doesn't really know any person who works by the hour.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
High school athletic programs in Rutherford County and across Tennessee are preparing for significant changes after the latest action by the TSSAA Legislative Council. Officials approved updates to key bylaws, including ongoing revisions to student transfer rules that could impact how athletes move between districts, particularly in growing areas like Murfreesboro and Smyrna. The council also introduced immediate flexibility for coaches, now allowing them to work with their own children during the off-season periods under limited conditions. Additional changes include easing certification requirements for classified employers and expanding summer opportunities for football programs, giving teams in Rutherford County chances to compete in June. While some proposals were rejected or delayed, the decision marks a shift in how high school athletes will operate moving forward. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, a different kind of oversight is gaining attention at the state level. A proposed law aims to regulate social media content featuring children, targeting family influencers who generate income from posts. Under the measure, backed by State Senator Paige Wally, earnings involving minors would require financial protections, and teens would gain rights over their digital presence. Governor Bill Lee could soon decide its fate. The proposal reflects growing concern over child protections in the digital space, as lawmakers respond to rapid changes affecting families across the state. That's all for now. For more local news in a quick and digestible format, check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast. I'm Dalton Barrett for WGNS Radio, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
When it comes to your child's health,
you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt,
for every boo-boo,
every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you
every step of the way.
Do you want your money to work hard for you? Who doesn't? South Central Bank has 2 CD specials that will help your money grow. South Central Bank has a 5-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 4.15% or a 25-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 3.8%. 2 great ways to put your money to work. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Stop at our location at 1602 West Northfield Boulevard in Georgetown Park today and take advantage of our 2 great rates. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Listen up, Rutherford County. Join the Crypto Learning Center Tuesday, April 21st at 6 p.m. for barbecue and crypto. It's happening at the Holiday Inn Grand Ballroom in Murfreesboro. Enjoy a free barbecue dinner from Slick Pig while also learning about cryptocurrency. No pressure, no obligation. They're giving away over $500 in crypto, and the first 25 people to register and attend are guaranteed free crypto in hand. Seating is limited. Register now. GetHonestMoney.com. That's GetHonestMoney.com. Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. A man accused of shooting and killing his ex-girlfriend at Shelby Farms Park in Memphis has accepted a guilty plea deal. 27-year-old Jackson Hopper accepted a plea deal for second-degree murder and will serve a 40-year sentence. That's according to the Shelby County District Attorney General's office. Shelby County deputies say Hopper shot 22-year-old Ellie Claire Young several times in October of 24. She died at the scene. Investigators say that Young and Hopper had recently broken up. And early voting is upon us in Tennessee and runs until Thursday, April 30th. Tennesseans can now cast their ballots in the primary election for the governor's race, along with primaries for the U.S. House and Senate, the Tennessee House and Senate, state judicial offices, and county offices. The official primaries for judges and county representatives is May 5th, while the primary election day for governor, U.S. and state representatives happens August 6th. Voters must bring a federal or state-issued photo ID. More news in 30 seconds.
At Wheelchairs for Warriors, serving America's heroes is our mission. With your support, we serve veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty across the United States of America, providing them custom-fit, complex rehab mobility solutions to ensure they rejoin their lives at the highest level of independent mobility and function possible. Join the mission at wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Getting around Franklin won't cost you anything if you use public transportation next week. The city will be offering fare-free transportation to help celebrate Earth Day. Franklin Transit has announced it will offer a full day of free rides on all fixed routes Wednesday, April 22nd. Bus routes are also bike-friendly and are equipped with free-use bike racks. The free fare day aims to promote environmental sustainability. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:48 here on the Wake Up Crew. Got a little bit of news to talk about before we go to birthdays today. First of all, Jelly Roll, congratulations to him. He's a member of the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, nice.
That this past weekend. I've noticed they've been putting a lot of people in the Grand Ole Opry lately. You know, and I think the reason for it is they've lost a lot of Opry people, you know, for death. You know, like they've gotten older, a lot of the older members.
Well, I mean, you have to think, you know, when I was growing up, the Garth Brooks, the George Straits, I mean, those guys are getting older now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And when I was growing up, Roy Acuff and, you know, so, I mean, it's a transition that they're doing. Never will get used to the Grand Ole Opry, the new background scenery. I'm not used to it. It's too modern. To me, it should have kept the barn and all that stuff. I don't know. Something about it. I don't know. But that's just me. Also, I have the top 5 Miss Americas of all time. The top 5 Miss Americas. Now, I don't even think it's that big a deal anymore, but here's the top 5 and what they become to be. And I think I've gotten, there's one I can't remember, so it's really going to be 4. Okay, but I read this article. The first one, number 5, was Lee Merriweather. She was Miss America in 1955. She went on to play Catwoman in Batman. She was also in Barnaby Jones. She played Barnaby's daughter-in-law. Her husband died in the show. She was also, she played on All My Children for a while. She was in The Time Tunnel, too, with James Darren. Now, number 4, 1959, Marianne Mobley. Marianne Mobley went on to be an actress, kind of a dancer, singer. Her big claim to fame, believe it or not, Girl Happy with Elvis Presley. She was in that movie.
Oh, wow.
And a couple other movies. So she's number 4. Number 3, Gretchen Carlson, who was with Fox News on the morning show for years. She was Miss America in 1989. And I think she's now on CNN, I believe, a little bit now. So... And she was in that scandal about the
sexual harassment.
Yeah, the CEO, the head guy. Number 2 is the one I can't remember. She worked in the newsroom too. I think she was with CBS, but I can't think of her name right now. Not a big name, not somebody that you're going to go, oh, I remember her. And number 1, can you imagine who number 1 is? I'm going to give you a little hint. She was a singer, an actress. She was in Desperate Housewives. She's made some movies together.
Was it Phyllis George?
No, but that's one that should be in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she did sports.
Yes. Yeah. But Vanessa Williams is number 1. And, you know, she's one that had some nude photos that she took and was told to resign. She's going to be a judge on the new Miss America this year.
Is she now?
She's coming back to be a judge. She's 63 years old. And she still looks like she's 30, but she's 63.
Well, maybe you're thinking of Debbie Turner Bell, 1990. She worked on The Early Show and was a correspondent from 03 to 12. Yes.
Okay, I think that's who it is. Yeah.
She's a motivational speaker and
So they did real well.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny though how the rest of them that didn't do so well. But like Phyllis George is one that wasn't in there and should have been. She passed away like a couple of years ago, I think.
I think you're right.
She was a beautiful person on channel CBS. Yes, I think it was CBS.
She was on the NFL Today and was CBS Morning News co-anchor.
I got a big kick. One more thing. I got a big kick out of NBC brought back baseball for the first time, and I watched their Sunday night baseball. You know, they used to have the game of the week back in the for years and years and years, and they got it back. Guess who the studio host is of NBC? Bob Costas.
Really?
It really brought back some memories because he did the game, the Braves, when they won the 1995 World Series. Brought back a lot of memories. Good times. All right, you ready for some birthdays today?
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
You really don't have a lot to do on this segment. Just follow along, though.
Okay.
Wilbur Wright was born in 1867, one of the Wright brothers, American aviator. That sounds like a plane that's going crashing. 1889, Charlie Chaplin. He died in 1977, British actor and comedian. 1924, Henry Mancini, American composer and conductor. In the 60s, he was the man. He did almost all the movie themes, and that's one of them, Pink Panther. 1947, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, tremendous basketball player and Basketball Hall of Famer. 1952, Bill Belichick, still with us, coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and his new girlfriend. I think she helps coach. And 1965, Martin Lawrence, American comedian. He was in the show Martin and has been on several movies. Big Mama's House or something like that. I think it's one of the classics.
Wow, classic, huh?
Here's some local birthdays. Allie Grace Jackson has a birthday. Happy birthday, Allie Grace, my sweet granddaughter. She is going to be 17.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Melanie Carlton, Barbara Pitto, and Evelyn Carlton. I don't know how old they're going to be, and I wouldn't say it if I did know. All right.
Well,
that would be rude.
You can add to those names by texting 615-893-1450. Let us know who's celebrating a birthday or an anniversary today, and we'll add them to the list.
It's time for Today in History.
1962, Walter Cronkite begins anchoring the CBS Evening News.
And that's the way it is.
2007, the 41st CMT Awards, Carrie Underwood and Kenny Chesney win.
Somewhere with you, laughing loud on a carnival ride.
And in 2007, Spider-Man 3, directed by Sam Raimi and starring Tobey Maguire, premieres at Tokyo Film Festival. And that is Today in History.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine for today. Showers and storms in the area. Highs top out near 82 degrees. Winds west southwesterly 5 to 15 miles per hour. Higher gusts possible. Tonight, any showers and storms and early, otherwise partly cloudy skies, diminishing winds. Lows drop to 59. And then sunshine with highs in the upper 80s on Friday. I'm Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 68.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Good morning, it's
It's moving so much better now in Rutherford County on 24 westbound, where we had that wreck earlier near Sam Ridley Parkway. Now we got that heavy traffic surge of heavy traffic 24 trying to get into Antioch, going westbound on 24, again, where all those folks were stuck earlier in that traffic out in Rutherford County. Again, it's been rough trying to get out of Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, headed towards Nashville this morning. Hey, don't let a slipping transmission make things worse on your car or truck. If you're having transmission problems, come to AMCO today in Lebanon. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. If you've recently changed your phone number or email, make sure you update your details at MTE.com. It's the best way for MTE to reach you quickly with important outage updates.
If you're not waking up to the Wake Up Crew, here's what you've been missing.
You can only get that on the Wake Up Crew, right?
Yes. No one else is talking about it at all.
Don't miss the Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton.
Shop and say, well, those deals never seem to stop.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
We have doors.
Shopping at the Restore.
Yes, we have doors. We have interior and exterior doors available.
Hey, come check them out.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
This is the CBS Entertainment Report. She played Cersei on Game of Thrones.
You should have taken the realm for yourself.
Now she's teaming up with Bob Odenkirk.
Why are you here?
I used to be a regular sheriff.
Lena Headey and Bob starring in Normal from the creators of the John Wick franchise, so you can imagine the tone of this movie.
It's fun to come and play for a few days on somebody else's big vision.
So how was it working with the guy next to you here?
It was an experience I'd never want to repeat. No, it was joy as I had hoped it would be. So it was.
And I made her wear overalls. Oh boy, next time we'll talk with Bob himself. Normal is out Friday for CBS Entertainment. I'm Matt Wolf.
Hey, it's CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Oh, man, I hate to say goodbye, but we've got to say goodbye.
Just for a short time, though.
Yeah, but then you come back.
And it's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever you say. Gina Doverspike is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for her efforts in promoting the mental well-being of the community. Gina's going to get a free drink. That's right, a free drink from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. I think that's a great gift, by the way. And today's Good Neighbor salute comes from SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they're all about celebrating the people who pour their strength back into our community.
So to send in a good neighbor, I know you know somebody listening. You listening out there know somebody that could be good neighbor of the day. Text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. You'll get a link. Just tap on that, fill out the info it asks for, click submit. Also, you can head to WGNSradio.com/good neighbor to get those in. Same phone numbers to send in your birthdays on the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club.
This is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too. Call the law offices of John Day.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
White House strikes optimistic war tone.
We feel good about the prospects of a deal.
Storms rip nation's midsection.
If the tree fell down a couple more feet, I would not be standing here.
Battle over flooded Texas camp.
Those little girls were heroes. They did everything that I asked them.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, new record highs on Wall Street. Gas prices down over the past week, some of it driven by optimism over a possible peace deal in Iran, despite no firm word on new negotiations, and a U.S. blockade that has sparked threats from Tehran. CBS News White House correspondent Weijia Jiang.
Nearly 7 weeks into the Iran war, the White House says there could soon be a second round of direct talks to end it.
Discussions are being had, but nothing is official until you hear it from us here at the White House. But we feel good about the prospects of a deal.
The conflict has caused gas prices to spike above $4 a gallon on average. President Trump predicted they'll plummet soon.
Gasoline's coming down very soon. And very big.
But Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent had a different timeline.
I'm optimistic that sometime between June 20th and September 20th that we can have $3 gas again.
AAA says prices for regular gas have fallen 7 cents a gallon over the past week. On Wall Street, the S&P 500 and NASDAQ closed at record highs yesterday. Despite all that, the recent surge in jet fuel prices sparked by the war has imperiled the budget airline Spirit, as we hear from CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
Spirit has cut routes and costs in part by shrinking. The airline had more than 200 jets when it filed for bankruptcy last August and planned to have around 80 by the third quarter of this year. But as the price of jet fuel has nearly doubled since January, driven by the conflict in Iran, airline sources now tell CBS News some of Spirit's creditors question the airline's ability to make debt payments or return to profitability, which could lead the discount carrier to run out of financial runway. Tim Kroll is the Atlantic City Airport director. He says Spirit is about 85% of their business.
We're hopeful that they'll be able to get through their restructuring, but we just have to wait and see what happens.
There's a state of emergency in Wisconsin after several days of rough weather. Other states have been hard hit too. CBS News meteorologist Rob Marciano.
Severe storms pummeled the Midwest for a third day in a row. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, torrential rain falling at more than an inch an hour Wednesday night, causing flash floods. And heavy rain leaked through the roof of the Brewers Stadium in the middle of the game. Early Wednesday morning, an EF1 tornado with winds to 110 miles an hour tore through the city that's home to the University of Michigan.
I feel extremely lucky. If the tree fell down a couple more feet, I would not be standing here.
More than 200 miles north, historic flooding sent water rushing into homes in Sheboygan County as river levels rose to new record highs.
Yeah, we can't catch a break. Last year we had the ice storm. That ice storm did a lot of damage, but I think this is probably worse.
Now to Texas, where a judge says camp buildings damaged by deadly flooding last July must be preserved while a wrongful death lawsuit proceeds. CBS's Jason Allen has more on emotional testimony at this week's hearing.
As cabins full of sleeping girls filled with floodwater, Camp Mystic night watchman Glenn Yankee said he struggled to keep children from being sucked out of windows into the raging Guadalupe River.
Those little girls were heroes. They did everything that I asked them. It was a long night.
Yankee recalled the terrifying morning under aggressive questioning from attorneys about what camp staff did to try to save the 25 campers and 2 counselors who died. Attorneys for one of the girls' parents want the devastated camp property preserved while lawsuits proceed. Yankee came to the defense of camp staff.
You can ask all these questions all you want. I'm just going to let you know. We did everything we could do with the amount of time we had.
The entertainment giant Live Nation says a New York jury verdict is not the last word, promising to appeal the decision that the company and its Ticketmaster subsidiary engaged in an anti-competitive monopoly. CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
States had accused Live Nation of stifling competition, limiting consumer choice, and overcharging fans. The jury found that Ticketmaster overcharged customers by $1.72 per ticket, but don't expect changes to your ticket prices quite yet. The judge will be determining remedies in a separate proceeding, so that could include money damages, structural changes to the business, or potentially even the breakup of Live Nation and Ticketmaster.
It's coming up on 5 minutes after the hour.
Join Adriana Diaz and Kelly O'Grady for the perfect start to your weekend. Ease into your Saturday with CBS Saturday Morning on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
There's an investigation in New York City after an incident that was caught on video. 2 police officers repeatedly punching a man thought to be a drug suspect inside a liquor store, but it turns out home health aide Timothy Brown was not the man they were looking for.
I pray none of this ever happens to anyone else, and I want justice.
The DA says a resisting arrest charge against Brown will be dropped. Overseas, more than 3,000 teachers staged a protest in Turkey's capital, Ankara, after 2 deadly school shootings in as many days. CBS's Holly Williams.
We do not know the motive of either attack. Now, school shootings are rare in Turkey, but gun ownership and gun violence have both surged in recent years. According to the Turkish media, there are nearly 40 million guns in the country. That's close to 1 for every 2 people, and the majority of them are unlicensed.
Here at home, on the heels of a death in high heat, Arizona's largest utility has agreed not to turn off the electricity because someone's bill is overdue when it's 95 degrees or hotter.
It's part of the settlement of a $7 million lawsuit against Arizona Public Service Company, prompted in part by the death of 82-year-old Catherine Corman, whose auto pay stopped. Her son, Jonathan Corman.
She had the money. She thought the bill was being paid.
But she owed $423. On a 99-degree day, her power was shut off, and she was later found dead. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays.
If temperatures are dangerous, the power stays on.
My mother was a fighter, would be happy. Her death has this meaning of helping other people.
Michael Toscano, CBS News.
Walmart says there will be no change in prices as its private label food brand called Great Value is getting its first makeover in a decade. The company says the products won't change, but the look will, and nutrition information will be easier to spot. Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I opened a restaurant and needed everything. Menus, signage, catering brochures.
Everything and then some.
I went to Staples. They printed it all and even suggested takeout menus.
One money pit with a side of fries.
But now at Staples, you get up to $125 off custom print orders.
$125 off. Now you're cooking. Brand your business in a big way at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app by 4/18 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
It turns. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News Radio. We'll keep you updated at the top of each hour all day. It's time to get back to Brian, John, and Dalton for more of the Wake Up Crew.
Thanks, Steve, and good morning, everyone. Welcome in to the second hour of the Wake Up Crew here from News Radio WGNS. Glad you're along with us this morning. Hey, we're going to check on traffic and weather coming up here, and this update is brought to you by our friends at Toots.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. For over 40 years, we've been serving Rutherford County, and one thing that hasn't changed is our quality, our great prices, and our daily specials. So stop by today or pick it up to go.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes at Toots Restaurants. We've not raised our prices in 2 years. Come to Toots, great quality, big portions, same price. Toots.
Hi, this is Jack Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine for today. Showers and storms in the area. Highs top out near 82 degrees. Winds west southwesterly 5 to 15 miles per hour. Higher gusts possible. Tonight, any showers and storms and early, otherwise partly cloudy skies, diminishing winds. Lows drop to 59. And then sunshine with highs in the upper 80s on Friday.
I'm Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 68.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Good morning. It looks so much better now. Trying to get out of Rutherford County into Davidson, where we had that big slowdown earlier from that crash overnight on 24 West. Again, passing Sam Ridley Parkway is so much better than it was. Here's what we're seeing. Heavy traffic 65 south at Trinity Lane. It continues to build out of the Mount Juliet area, leaving Wilson County in general on 40 westbound, headed towards Hermitage. Hey, don't let a slipping transmission make things worse on your car or truck. If you're having any kind of transmission problems, if your light came on, come to Amco Transmissions today at 1621 West Main Street in Lebanon. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Looking for a lift kit for your truck or Jeep and need the right experts to install it? Look no further than Tire World in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling. The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
All these weird gadgets, you think they'd give you a radio. What would you like to hear?
The Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Yes, lock in 101.9 or 100.5 and rip the knob off.
Wow, a little violent there, aren't you? Hey, there is no way you're going to be better than my show this morning. This first hour was tremendous.
Oh, I think
especially the segment. Oh no, especially the segment on Spotify. Oh, I mean, it was great.
The segment in which I was the one that you were quizzing about different parts of that.
Yeah, don't take credit for that. I came up with the idea.
Oh, it was a great idea.
Trying to help people out in the real world, which you hardly know anything about because your world is right here. Right here.
Nah.
Saw your new profile picture. It's real nice.
Oh, on Facebook.
Yes. I can't understand why Doofus is leaning on the wheelchair though. I don't get that.
I don't either.
He wants to be seen and wants to be the highlight of that
Mr.
picture.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was. I mean, it's my family members have grown. So
yeah, you got a big family.
Yeah, I guess by the time, let's see, it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
in that little immediate group.
Yep. But it's truthful known. You will never be able to have a holiday on the actual holiday. You've already told me that. It's never going to be on the actual holiday.
That's one thing. So I know that there's no. I mean, my kids are grown now. Yes, there's no handbook on how to raise kids, right? But there's also really no. You know how it is when we do ball games and then all of a sudden it's over, especially if it's unexpected. You know, like last year we lost in the sectionals and all of a sudden basketball was over. There was no state tournament. It was like, wow, that was like a screeching halt end to
or like that guy
sports.
Like this year, the guy hit the buzzer against Eagleville, but it was over.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, so hard. That's a tough feeling.
It's a weird feeling, and I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that being the parent of adult children is very much the same. You've spent your entire life running from one place to another, going to Girl Scout meetings and getting one to basketball practice and all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden, nobody needs you anymore.
Well, yeah, they still do.
Well, they want money.
Monetarily, yeah.
That ain't happening.
No.
Yeah, you know.
Well, like they were working on the garden the other day, and I went out there. Well, I can't bend over much anymore. I have too many ailments. I've got a back problem. You know, I can't get down on my knees because they're artificial. I mean, it's really hard with a knee replacement to get down, and you can get there, but getting back up could be a problem. I mean, I'm just old, but you know, your usefulness is kind of gone too. You still have usefulness, so you'll be okay. But you know, you get up there. I mean, it's just a different scenario, and they don't want you to do anything. They don't want you to lift anything or anything, which limits you a little bit because you are able to do some things. You know, I can still pick up a TV and carry it to another room and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, but and they're so busy that they need you to babysit, or they need you to give them some money. And I'm not saying this in an ugly way.
Sure, I know.
mean, they if they need some money or cash, or they need you to run an errand for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you haven't gotten to this stage yet when your grandkids, you're the, limo driver for your grandkids. I mean, and my daughter's really good about not trying to ask as much as possible. She tries to, get other ways. But it's the only time you see your grandkids a lot of times. So I like taking them because you get to talk to them and, so don't get mad about taking them. But
no,
you'll have to do that a little bit. Not much, I don't think, but you'll have to do some. When you get 2.
That's when it gets challenging, huh?
Now, you've got one that lives in Lebanon.
Right.
So they're not going to be near as dependent. They're going to be more dependent on the in-law because they're right there. So,
right.
I have a negative about living with, I have an apartment next to them. There is a negative about that. They don't miss you because
you're there.
You're there.
But you're not.
They love me. I know they love me, but they don't act like they miss you because they know you're. And
even though they don't see you, maybe.
Yeah, no, they don't see me, but they know that assurance that I'm right there. And the other in-laws, it's more of a, oh, I haven't seen you, so, and you got to kind of get over that, so, but.
Yeah, I've noticed you've got to get over a lot of in-law things.
Well, you have to get over.
Not that it's bad, but I'm just saying.
No, I mean, you have to share a little bit too, and that's not a big problem. That might have been more a problem for my wife than it would have been me, I think, because she would have taken those. They think I spoil them.
Yeah.
She would have. I wouldn't have any money probably. She was still because she would have gone to Walmart every day, with them or something. So anyway,
they still go on granddaughter shopping sprees.
Well, we went to the Eagleville basketball banquet or thing.
Yeah, that was last week.
The last night, yeah,
Sunday,
yeah. And I took Allie Grace, and we went to Dairy Queen, and because we didn't eat much there at the banquet, and but I always cherish those opportunities. You're gonna love it when they get to talking. Lena's talking, but I mean when she really starts
actually talking.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. So
I'm afraid she's gonna tell on Pop though. Pop will get in trouble.
Well, they will. They will. That's a given. Because mine will come in and lecture me. There's the internet thing going out where the mother is talking to the grandmother and she's not paying a lick of, you can't spoil them like this, Grandma. You can't do this, Mama. You can't.
Yeah.
And they're just they're just going in one ear out the other.
Lena had some pickle at my house.
Pickle? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
She loves pickle though.
Yeah, but
I actually said.
Did you ask him?
No.
Now see, you're gonna get in major trouble.
But she's had pickle before. I did find out.
Well, but that was after the fact. You're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
Well,
I've already found out.
It's gonna happen. Trust me.
Maybe. Ice cream's coming up soon. Here's sports.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports,
sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Martin Weiss.
The Philadelphia 76ers will be the 7th seed in the East after beating the Orlando Magic 109-97. 4 players for Philadelphia had 15 or more points, led by Tyrese Maxey's 31. Only 2 had that match for Orlando. Paolo Banchero had 18. Desmond Bane had 34. Orlando will play a home game against Charlotte to determine the 8th seed. LaMelo Ball has been assigned a flagrant 2 foul and has been fined $35,000 for unnecessary and reckless contact with Bam Adebayo. He was also fined $25,000 for using profanity in his postgame interview. The Warriors knocked down the Clippers out of the postseason with a 126-121 win. Steph Curry 35 points in 36 minutes. Kristaps Porzingis added 20. Golden State plays Phoenix on Friday for the 8th seed. And Shohei Ohtani's scoreless inning streak snapped at 32 2/3 innings as the Dodgers beat the Mets 8-1. I'm Martin Weiss.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
The law offices of John Day took the burden really off of my shoulders.
So if you think you're going to get rich quick with a frivolous case, I'm not the lawyer for you.
I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond.
If we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
What if opening a checking account came with a perk? At South Central Bank, our popular Green Tree checking account now comes with more added value. That's right, things like cell phone protection, telehealth, roadside assistance, fuel savings, and enhanced identity theft support are all part of Green Tree checking. No hassle, no stress, just perks for doing something you were going to do anyway. Stop by any South Central Bank branch or visit us online at southcentralbank.com. Banking with rewards. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Shop local, Farrah Construction Company. I'm Ron Hall. Investing in property can be nerve-wracking. It does not have to be. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. Our goal is to keep your expenses low while focusing on our attention on high-quality services. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit recyclerightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you.
Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Recycling isn't just about tossing materials in a bin, it's about knowing which materials are accepted. Go to recyclerightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
We're back on the Wake Up Crew at 7:22. It's Thursday, and we reserve Thursdays at this time to head out to the villages of Murfreesboro. I get the great honor of talking to someone on staff at the villages each week, whether it's the executive director, Hope, or Chandra McDaniel, the community relations director, and even Jeb Bowers, the Good Works at Home manager. And Jeb is our guest today. I didn't mean that like you're lesser than those two, but they are,
No, of course. I definitely didn't take it that way and won't be thinking about that for the rest of the day.
Yeah, right,
No,
right.
I'm teasing. Well, thank you for having me, Brian. It's good to be here.
Certainly. The villages is, it's properly named. I really love the name because it's like a village, and this village of folks, they take care of you once you're there, and this village becomes your village. And I have not talked to a resident yet that hasn't felt that way. And Jeb, I was just thinking when I was preparing to talk with you that one of the things I bet that people kind of fear, or maybe is in the back of their mind, is, well, I really would love to stay here the rest of my life on earth, but what if I can't? And then that's kind of where Good Works come in. When you are having maybe just a little difficulty with a certain task, a big group of those tasks, whatever that might be, you have a list of services, but those services, you can help with that. And just it gives peace of mind.
Absolutely. So one of the things I kind of pride myself on, and Good Works as a whole, Good Works at Home is, we try to keep you here as long as possible. We have our guidelines of what we can and can't do, but we really do. I have an incredible staff. I say it all the time. Absolutely phenomenal. And our goal is when someone signs up for Good Works at Home, it could be something as, hey, I'm tired of doing laundry. Can you guys help me out? Versus, hey, I am, I'm not as comfortable taking a shower alone anymore. I need somebody standing there with me to make sure that I'm not going to fall and things like that. And again, if we were a completely different kind of facility that maybe we didn't have Good Works at Home and it was just straight independent, you might not be able to get that. And even something as simple as wanting somebody there just to make sure in the same room, just to make sure that you don't slip and fall in the shower, you would have to go to another facility. And assisted living is a big jump from independent. And so what we try to do is, when there's a few little things that you're kind of on the fence about being able to do, that's where Good Work steps in, and we say, hey, we're going to help you out with that, and we're going to be able to keep you here longer.
Yeah, that and that peace of mind, just that phrase just keeps coming to my mind when I think about laundry. And by the way, can I hire you to come do my laundry? No, just kidding. But that's when
I've told many people that they say, if I need help, I'm going to call so-and-so on your staff. And I said, well, you're going to have to fight me for them. Because again, I cannot stress how good our Good Works at Home staff is. And I say it with full confidence because, I think some of your longtime viewers who've heard me speak before would know that I've been at the Villages for 7.5 years in various positions. But one of my positions was actually a Good Works at Home resident assistant. And so I know this department backwards and forwards because I've done it, and I only hire staff that meet my high expectations, and all of my people exceed those expectations, and they're fantastic.
Jeb Bowers with us at the Villages of Murfreesboro. To me, Jeb, that is one of those things that maybe sets the Villages apart from others. And so when you're considering, independent living and facilities, Good Works is a big feather in the cap for those. Chandra has no trouble telling people how great it is at the Villages. You can see it, but that's one big thing that they can share.
Absolutely. And when you come here for independent, like you said a minute ago, is we don't know what the future holds. We don't know. Somebody might just be an independent for 10 years and then, they pass peacefully in their sleep, or, they're here for 6 months and they have a medical issue that pops up out of nowhere. Life is so unpredictable, and coming to a facility that has a almost like a safety net, to me, I think is such a smart decision. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. But again, if I'm looking for a place for a loved one for me, I want to know, hey, if something kind of wild, unexpected happens, are we going to have to pull mom immediately after, she's lived here for, a couple months? No, that's what Good Works at Home. We are here. We're the safety net.
The Villages of Murfreesboro is at 2550 Willow Oak Trail. Check out their Facebook page, facebook.com/The Villages Murfreesboro and thevillagesmurfreesboro.com.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We're talking with Lynn Drury at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
Well, we were to that age where we realized we needed to make a move, and we investigated and we settled on the Villages of Murfreesboro. And even at the time, we would look at each other and say, are we doing the right thing? And I can't tell you how many times we've looked at each other and we said, we made the right decision. We like everything about it, the Villages of Murfreesboro.
The Villages of Murfreesboro.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
SRM Concrete is the largest ready-mix producer in the country, yet is still family-owned and operated. Locally grown, nationally known, SRM delivers unmatched quality and service. You call, we haul. We're SRM Concrete.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
7:30 already here on a Thursday morning. It's April 16th, episode 1890 of The Wake Up Crew.
Oh, yeah. You want birthdays, don't you?
Yeah, why don't we?
Okay, Allie Grace Jackson, bless her, love her. Allie Grace, she's 17 today. Melanie Carlton, Barbara Pitto, and Evelyn Carlton have birthdays.
She is a beautiful young lady.
Well, thank you very much.
Inside and out.
Mia told me, somebody told me I look like you, Papa. She was depressed.
Oh, she's depressed. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. If you've got birthdays or anniversaries, let us know who's celebrating out there and get them in here real quick as we check news for you right now.
This is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too. Call the Law Offices of John Day.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine for today. Showers and storms in the area. Highs top out near 82 degrees. Winds west southwesterly 5 to 15 miles per hour. Higher gusts possible. Tonight, any showers and storms and early, otherwise partly cloudy skies, diminishing winds. Lows drop to 59. And then sunshine with highs in the upper 80s on Friday. I'm Phil Jensko from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 68.
Well, good morning. It's moving a lot better since we had that crash on Vietnam Vets going westbound near Conference Drive. Now we just got that normal heavy traffic coming in through Sumner County. They're into that section of Davidson County westbound on Vietnam Vets. Again, as you approach Conference Drive, it's building pretty good now through Brentwood, Franklin, northbound on 65, pushing up through Williamson County. 24 is loading up again with more volume. Again, it thinned out from it earlier. Right now, it's heavy again on 24 coming in from Murfreesboro into Davidson County. Hey, STR Towing and Recovery says call them 24/7 if you need their help. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
Now, an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
In Tennessee, new federal data shows a sharp rise in cryptocurrency scams, with losses nearly doubling from $83 million in 2024 to $142 million in 2025. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the issue is being felt locally in Murfreesboro, where police report victims have lost around $4 million to similar schemes. Tommy Massey with the Murfreesboro Police Department says scammers often use urgency to pressure victims into depositing cash into cryptocurrency ATMs, making the funds nearly impossible to recover. In response, state lawmakers have passed legislation to ban these machines, with Bill Lee expected to sign the measure into law, potentially making Tennessee one of the first states to enact such a ban. At the same time, economic challenges are coming into focus across the state. A new study from Lending Tree found Tennessee ranks second in the nation for first-year business failure rates, with nearly 30% of new businesses unable to survive their first year. Analysts say the trend underscores the difficulty of launching and sustaining a business, particularly without a clear plan or target market. The findings highlight broader financial pressures impacting communities across Rutherford County, as both consumers and entrepreneurs navigate an increasingly complex economic landscape. That's all for now. For more local news in a quick, digestible format, but more than just the headlines, check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast, which is streaming on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and our website. I'm Dalton Barrett for WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Rise and shine. It's early voting time. I'm Melissa Harrell. As your circuit court clerk, I'm focused on one thing, making our legal system work better for you. I've modernized technology, protected your records, and ensured your tax dollars are used wisely. But to keep the progress going, I need your help. Early voting now through April 30th, Election Day, May the 5th. I'm Melissa Harrell, and I'm asking for your vote.
Paid for by friends to elect Melissa Harrell, Doug Bodery, Treasurer.
Hi, I'm Wade Hayes, owner of Toots Good Food and Fun. I strongly believe that volunteers make a positive difference in the quality of life here in our community.
Susan Daniel with the DAR is our Toots Outstanding Volunteer. Susan is devoted to preserving history and helping others learn how to trace their family's roots. Susan Daniel is the parliamentarian at the Captain William Lytle chapter of the DAR. Our Toots volunteer, Susan Daniel, with the Captain William Lytle chapter of the Daughters of American Revolution.
At Toots, we strongly believe that it's important for every one of our citizens to give some of their time and talent back into the community. And we want to honor these individuals with a Toots gift certificate good at any of our Rutherford County locations. 860 Northwest Broad Street, on Church Street in the Barfield area, in Smyrna on Sam Ridley, and Toots West on Franklin Road at Rucker Lane.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS. With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back on the Wake Up Crew from News Radio WGNS on a Throwback Thursday.
Do you remember these?
And some sports flair here for you today. We're going to talk about some of the best teams in history of our local high schools. And boy, this is going to take a minute.
Yeah, we'll start with the old. I'll start since I'm the oldest.
1970.
1965. Central basketball team, boys. Dickie Thomas led them. 1970 Central High School football. They were state champions, and they had, I think, 12 Division I players on that team. It's an unbelievable amount. Now, they all didn't fulfill it all the way through, but there were a bunch. Coached by Gene Wyndham, and Gene is on my Facebook page. I still hear from him. Bobby Morton was on that squad as a coach. Bobby Morton was a great player in himself. And I think that's it for Central. Okay.
So you said 65 for basketball. It wasn't until 2014, so 49 years later, that the Blackman boys basketball team won the city's only other basketball boys state title.
Riverdale, the Rankin years. I just call it the Rankin years because they were, except for I think the first year they were over 500 and won what? He won 3. Is that right?
4.
4. Okay.
So that would have been 94. Would have been the first one.
They were. I mean, they were just good every year, and so I'll always remember the Gallatin game where they lost at the last game of the season. Then that loss propelled them to win the state. Eric Locke. Okay.
90s into 2000s, and then we went through kind of a weird era where Oakland won one of their many in there. We'll talk about them in a second. But then the Smyrna Bulldogs wound up winning in 2006 and 2007 in back-to-back years.
One more year, but they got beat.
It was
the final play of the game.
Yeah, it was a kick. That was, that was Coach's first year.
Yeah.
So there you go. So Smyrna's had a really good history there. And in girls basketball, 1982, they were winners.
Harry Gill. Bring up a name from the past.
That's
Harry
right.
Gill. Riverdale basketball had many years. And the odd thing about them, they had, 3 different coaches?
Yes.
Is that right? 3 different coaches. They had John Wild, Hodges, Coach Hodges, and
Hillary Hodges and Corey Barrett.
Yeah.
And Randy Kaufman.
Yes, Randy Kaufman, yeah.
So they had 4 coaches.
Yeah, that's unusual to have a kind of a dynasty like that, and they had 4 different coaches.
They also got there in 79 and finished runner-up to Warren County. And by the way, they played in the very last 6-on-6 game in Tennessee history.
Yeah. And when I say all these about state champions, there were a lot of good teams.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, Oakland, Ben Cates had a bunch of great teams, back then, too. And Alan Swader and that bunch finished runner-up when he played, the senior. Fred Batten, some of those guys.
For Oakland boys.
Yeah.
You got to mention Blackman girls in there as well. They won several state championships.
Right.
Oakland girls had gotten there many times.
Chad Hibden. You talked about Barry winning in 2014?
Yep.
And Eagleville girls softball, they've won 2
they just keep going out there. In fact, we were there when softball won the first ever team state title. The next day, baseball won. They rattled off 4 in a row.
Yeah,
in baseball.
And I don't see that slipping anytime soon. It might. Boys have lost a lot of guys, but we'll see. You never know. Siegel baseball, Craig Revis won with Siegel and also won with Laverne. A lot of people forget that. 2002 Laverne baseball team. Oakland baseball in 99 and 2000 under Mac Hawks. Let's see. I'm running out of time here. Oakland football. We got to talk about them.
They've won 9 state championships, 4 runner-up since 1988. Their first was in 1984.
And then MTCS will end with them, the state champions in 2024. I can't believe we got them all in 2024.
That's crazy. And we may have missed somebody out there, but we were just doing this kind of off the top of our head on a little Throwback Thursday.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Shop and save.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore.
We have paint, all kinds of colors.
We have brushes and rollers for your paint project, too.
Hey, don't forget the cabinets.
We have all kinds of cabinets for any project you may be working on.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Clarissa Smith is running for School Board Zone 4 because she cares about our kids' future and empowering teachers. But don't just take our word for it. Here's John Harney.
I certainly believe Clarissa is willing to stand up and state her views on issues and not be shy in doing that. I certainly endorse her as a candidate for the school board.
I'm Clarissa Smith, humbly asking you for your vote for School Board Zone 4.
Paid for by Friends of Clarissa Smith, School Board Zone 4. Clarissa Smith, Treasurer.
Is your saving for retirement strategy involving the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday"? If so, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and when it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side. And there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Give us a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Play an old guitar, 9:30. Trying to make a living while everybody else is having fun.
Don't just go to any barber. Go to the singing barber, Charlie Pitts. Get a great haircut and entertainment too. That's Charlie Pitts, 2528 Las Casas Pike. Phone 615-785-0966. That's Charlie Pitts.
Mercy.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Time to wrap up our show here for this Thursday morning. It's April 16th, and you know what's coming up in a couple of days, don't you, right? It's the Rutherford County Earth Day. We're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, and they power the annual Earth Day celebration. Again, it's coming up Saturday, 10 to 2 on the square, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., in between. You'll have lots of fun. They've got great things for the kids. I mean, hands-on games, activities. The Energy Hub trailer is always a cool attraction. Plus, they've got free popcorn and hot dogs and the electric griddle food truck, and just you're going to have a lot of fun. So don't miss it. Saturday on the square. Hope you'll be there. rcearthday.com. We're fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Need a lift without the sugar crash? Well, 7 Brew offers a sugar-free 7 energy drink that is a local favorite. The team in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne ready to start your day today at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Our good neighbor today is Jenna Dover-Spike, today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for her efforts in promoting the mental well-being of the community. Jenna Dover-Spike is getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew.
It's Friday.
It's not Friday. From 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. I wish it were. In Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. Today's Good Neighbor salute comes from SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they are all about celebrating the people who pour strength back into our community. You know, it takes folks like you out there listening to send in the Good Neighbor nomination. That's how it's done. So if you want to help us out, we'd love it. We really need your help. We would appreciate it. If you text neighbor to 615-893-1450, you'll get a reply. Just tap on the link, fill out the info. And once you're done, click submit. It's that easy. WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor is also a place to get to those as well. And we'll salute that person maybe as early as next week if you get them on in here to us in a hurry. WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor does that.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
John, my friend Joe went on the Dolly Parton diet.
Really?
Yeah. It made Jolene.
Replay.
After hearing it again, I almost want to give it a 3, but I'll give it a 4. It was quite, it was
jarring.
The music was, the song was. The song almost brought it from a 4 down to a 1, but
man,
it was
not that bad.
It was okay.
Come
it was
on,
okay.
Man.
Just okay.
Couldn't have been that
but
bad.
A 4.
All right.
Dalton would have disagreed with that. He would have given that a 2. I guarantee it.
That's because he has no sense of humor and he's judging against me instead of judging the joke.
You think
that's his problem?
You think he takes it personally? I mean, he does. He's got personal reasons.
I think he believes it's a way that he can
put a jab at you.
Yeah, goat me somehow.
Yeah. He might have been okay. He might have been right about that Jolene one. I'm really second guessing it, but I'm going to stick to my guns at a 4.
I don't know why. It's a good joke.
Alan thinks that joke's amazing, and I agree with him. See,
your jokes are amazing.
Yeah.
That joke was amazing.
See. All right.
I hate you for that. You know.
What have we learned today?
Well, you gave us an enthralling, informative information about Spotify, how to do apps, how to download an app. I just thought it was just great. It was simple. You brought it down to my level. I mean, it was great.
Have you downloaded an app yet?
No, I don't know how. You didn't think I listened to it?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
I'm
gonna get Dalton to help me later. Okay. No, it was for everybody else. It wasn't for me.
Or your
I know how to
granddaughter.
download an app. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 17-year-old home. They can do anything.
Yeah, of course. That's true. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here for this Friday morning. I'm sorry, Thursday morning. It's
Golly,
Friday tomorrow.
What is it about you and Friday?
I wanted to
and
be
you
Friday.
scared about 5 million people just a few minutes ago.
I'm ready for Friday. Hope you are too. We'll be back to do it on Friday tomorrow here on the Wake Up Crew.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine for